let me get my phone situated. I picked up 2 Retrobit wireless Sega Genesis controllers. Now, this is going to be quick. I don't have any video or pictures because I haven't gotten there yet with screen capture and all that stuff, or how to edit. But what I will say is the Retrobit Sega Genesis controllers, they work fantastic. Flawless, have no issues. I've gotten them to work on my Genesis, work relatively well on my Master System. You got to get used to the D-pad on it. And it works on my Raspberry Pi, which is actually my favorite part, because my biggest complaint about the Raspberry Pi is having to buy a dozen other controllers that are exactly like the original hardware controllers but play through USB. Now, I know they make USB adapters, but if I can get wireless controllers that work dual purpose, why wouldn't I? Anyway, they work fantastic. I would recommend them to anybody. It's a little bit pricey, but you're getting a very well-built, well-put-together controller that feels durable. They made them look super nice. They got the Sega logo on them and everything. I got the clear blue one and the solid black one, and I'm a fan. The only thing I don't like is it's not exactly like an original Sega controller. It's kind of like a boomerang shape that doesn't have the teeth to it that the old one did, and I miss that. But it's such a small thing to complain about that I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. I will continue to use it. I would highly recommend them. They work great so far. Now, granted, I've only had them a few days. I would love to revisit this in like a year, 6 months, something like that, and get the test of time sort of in there as well, because it's hard to review test of time when you've only had something a week. But you know, that said, anybody who's looking for a wireless Sega controller, I would definitely go that route. I'm impressed enough to where my next purchase is going to be the Saturn controllers, and I hope, pray. This is me praying, not trying to shove something down my throat. Hope we get a Dreamcast, wireless Dreamcast controller. That is one thing I don't have that I would love to have. I'd actually love it if every console I have had some form of wireless controller. I don't really know how you do it with the Intellivision, but the ColecoVision, the 5200, the 2600, the 7800. I tried the original issue 2600 controllers with the cell phone antenna on it, and they're not terrible, but they're not good either. There is a significant drop off between the wired and the wireless when it comes to the 2600. But back to the Genesis controllers, they're fantastic. If you like Genesis like I do, if you want a wireless controller, invest the money. It costs you about a little over $70 to get 2 of them. It's worth every penny. And with how universal they made them to work with the Raspberry Pi or a PC, or a Switch. The box said Switch. I haven't tried it on the Switch. I don't have any Sega games on the Switch except for Panzer Dragoon, which isn't a Genesis game, so I'm not going to play it with Genesis controllers. So when I get my Saturn controllers, I will do Panzer Dragoon and see how she goes. But if you're looking for wireless controllers, again, can't say it enough, buy the Retrobit controllers. They're great. I'm thoroughly impressed, digging them. Goodbye. Happy hunting.